A very good morning to all. Today, in this video, we are going to start the new topic, Animal Kingdom. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the various bases of the classification of groups of Animal Kingdom. So let's start with study of general characteristics of Animal Kingdom. The Animal Kingdom consists of eukaryotic organisms that are multicellular, and their cell wall is lacking here. Okay, plant kingdom is having the cells that with the cell wall, but in animal kingdom cells lack cell wall. Okay, then animal kingdom is devoid of photosynthetic pigments, means यहाँ पे photosynthesis के लिए कोई pigment है ही नहीं. So these are not autotrophic like plants. These are heterotrophic. So they have to directly or indirectly depend on the plants for the food. They are showing the ingestive mode of nutrition. Ingestive means they have to intake the food inside the body, means उनको खाने को अंदर लेना पड़ता है body के. So this type of nutrition is ingestive type of nutrition. So animal always take food from outside inside the body. Okay, and these food material get digested in the internal cavity of our or you can say the animals, in the animals, and the food stored in the form of glycogen and fats. The mode of nutrition is mostly holozoic. Holozoic means by ingestion process, if these animals are taking food, so they have to digest it first before utilizing it. Okay. Level of organization, it contains a higher level of organization. Tissue level से यहाँ पे शुरू हो जाता है. Exception is there, that is porifera. It is cellular level. Okay. Then the animal follow a definite growth pattern and grow into adults that have a definite shape and size. For example, if we are talking about the human beings, okay, we are also animals. So in human beings there is a definite growth pattern. हम लोग infant से हमारे जो first life stage है, that is zygote. Zygote divide होके embryo में convert होता है, embryo convert हुआ fetus में, fetus get converted into infant. इन्फेंट से हम लोग कंप्लीटली ग्रो कब तक हो जाते हैं, जब तक हम एडल्ट होते हैं, जहां पे हमारा एक डेफिनेट शेप एंड साइज आ जाता है. ओके, सो वी विल फॉलो द डेफिनेट ग्रोथ पैटर्न. Then the higher forms of animals have sensory and neuromotor mechanism. So the higher animals can easily respond to any stimuli. Stimuli means any signal. Or what are these signal? Any change in the environment is signal here. Okay. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम सेंसरी की बात करें तो हम लोग एनिमल्स में सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है हमारे पास नर्वस सिस्टम प्रेजेंट है. ओके, सो नर्वस सिस्टम क्या है? इट हेल्प इन द it help in the you can say show our reaction towards any change that takes place in our environment. Animals have a capability for the locomotion, means एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाने के लिए जो है हमारे पास animals के पास में ability है. The sexual reproduction takes place by copulation method, copulation of male and female. So यहाँ पे जो sexual reproduction है वो zygote formation से होता है. Okay, and by the embryological development. Now a question arises, how we can classify the animal kingdom, because there are so many species, millions of species are present in the animal kingdom. Now what are the bases on which we can divide the animal kingdom into various groups? So let's study some bases of the classifications. So the first basis of the classification is level of organization. Okay, so what we are going to say, level of organization, as you all of you know that the life start from a single cell. Okay, so there is a group that is having a cellular level of organization, that is porifera. Okay, sponges. वहां पे क्या है, जो cells है that are arranged in a loose manner, but in some of the cells they are having the division of labors. सेलुलर लेवल है, ग्रुप्स में रहते हैं, डिफरेंट ग्रुप है, टिश्यू में कन्वर्ट नहीं हुए हैं ये कंप्लीटली. ओके, The second level is tissue level. Tissue, as you know, that tissue is a group of cells that perform same function. तो सेलुलर लेवल में अगर बहुत सारे सेल इकट्ठे थे तो उनमें भी आपस में डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर था, वो एक जैसे सेल नहीं थे. ओके, लेकिन टिश्यू लेवल में हम ये कहते हैं कि जो टिश्यूज है वो उन ऐसे सेल्स का कॉम्बिनेशन है जिनका फंक्शन क्या है, सेम है. Okay, so there may be a tissue level of organization, for example coelentrates. The next level is organ level. When tissues are grouped together to form organ for a specialized particular function. एक special functioning के लिए अगर different type of tissue group हो जाते हैं, that type of level is known as organ level. Okay, for example in Platyhelminthes and Aschelminthes. The next level of organization is organ system level. It means that organs are associated to form a functional system, and each organ system has a specific physiological function. Okay, for example, if we are talking about us, means human being, we have different type of organ system. For example, we have digestive system, we have respiratory system, we have excretory system, circulatory system. So in all these systems, some special organs are combined together to perform a specific task. Okay, for example, if we are talking about our digestive system, means the digestive system is consist of those organs that help in the digestion of food. Okay, so from starting from our mouth and ending towards the anus. Okay, so the most important example for the organ system of level of organization is annelids, arthropods, molluscas, echinodermatas, and chordates. The second base of classification is symmetry. In biology, symmetry pertains to an attribute of organism showing regularity in parts on a plane or around an axis. It means कि अगर हम ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बात करें तो ऑर्गेनिजम्स में जो हमारे डिफरेंट पार्ट्स हैं वो एक एक्सिस के अराउंड किस तरीके से अरेंज्ड है, इट शोज द सिमेट्री. Okay, as we are talking about human being, because this is the best example for explaining each and every um, basis of classification, because we are fully developed. Okay, so when we are talking about human being, we have a pair of limbs, four limbs means hand, we have a pair of hind limbs, that is our leg. So if we can divide that are equal in size, that are you can say equal in looks. Okay, yeah, equal in shape. Morphologically these are equal in shape, anatomically these are in equal in shapes. So it means this is the symmetry कि एक axis के ऊपर हमारे distribution है. Okay, एक regular distribution है. So on the basis of symmetry, we can divide animals into three types: asymmetrical, radial symmetry, and bilateral. Asymmetrical means if from any plane we are unable to divide an organism into two equal parts. Okay, means अगर हम किसी भी direction से उसको cut करें तो वो equally divide नहीं होगा. That is, for example, sponges. Okay. Then radial symmetry, when any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organism into identical halves. So example here is coelentrates, ctenophores, echinoderms. Okay, echinoderms means if adults. Why these are radial? For example, if we are taking an example from our daily life, if I want to cut a ball, okay, in two equal halves, so from any plane from the center, if I cut that ball, it can divide it into two equal halves. So that type of symmetry is radial symmetry. As shown in the diagram given below, the radial symmetry, an organism is cut into different parts with two equal halves. Okay. Bilateral symmetry, and body can be divided into identical left and right half in only one plane. For example, annelids, arthropod, mollusca, echinoderm larvae, and the chordates. So if we are talking about us, means human beings, we are bilateral symmetrical. If I want to cut ourselves in two equal parts, so it can be taken from only one plane. हम अपने सेंटर में से कट करेंगे तो हमारा सिर्फ जो है लेफ्ट और राइट में डिवाइड हो सकता है, इक्वली डिवाइड हो सकता है. ओके, सो दिस इज द सिमेट्री. The next base of classification is germ layers. So what is germ layers? The germ layer is a group of cells in an embryo that interact with each other as an embryo develops and contribute to the formation of all the organs and tissues. Means germ layer जो है वो groups of cell है embryo condition में जो बाकी के tissues और organ की formation में help करता है. Okay, so on the basis of the presence of germ layer, we can differentiate the organism in diploblastic and triploblastic. So there are three layers, that is endoderm, mesoderm and ectoderm. If an animal is having two layers only, that is ectoderm and endoderm, and an undifferentiated layer, that is mesogalia, that is present between ectoderm and endoderm, such type of animals are known as diploblastic. For example, in sponges and coelentrates. Okay. Then if an organism is having three layers, that is ectoderm, the outer one, the inner one is the endoderm, and the middle one in the place of mesogalia, that is mesoderm, such type of animal is known as triploblastic. So the example of triploblastic are Platyhelminthes, Eschyhelminthes, annelids, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinoderms, and Chordates. Now, coelom. What is coelom? Coelom is a body cavity that is lined by mesoderm on both sides. Okay, what is coelom? Coelom is a cavity, body cavity that is lined by mesoderms on the both sides. So on the basis of presence of coeloms, the animals are divided into three types: acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomate. Acoelomates, in which the body cavity is absent, means there is no cavity. Okay, for example, in sponges, coelentrates, Platyhelminthes. Second one is pseudocoelomate. Pseudo means false. So these are the animals with false body cavity. What is going on there? In some animals, the body is not lined by the mesoderm. Instead of mesoderm, there is a scattered pouches in between ectoderm and endoderm. Okay, mesoderm नहीं है, कुछ scattered parts present है ring form में जो कि cavity की तरह show होते हैं, but they are not exactly the cavities. So such type of animals are pseudocoelomate, for example, Eschyhelminthes. The third one is coelomates. These are the having true coeloms, means true cavity. Okay, so their body cavity is lined by mesoderm on the both sides. And for example, echinoderm, annelids, mollusca, arthropoda, hemichordates, and chordates, all these are in the group of coelomate. The next phase of classification is segmentation. Segmentation means repetition of some organs. Okay, so in some animals, the body is externally or internally divided into segments with a serial repetition of at least some organs. For example, in earthworm, the body shows this pattern called metameric segmentation, and the phenomena is known as metamerism. Okay, in some animal it is absent, and in some animal it is present. So the segmentation is one of the base for the classification of animals. Uh, for example, if we can say, and we can take an example of tapeworm. Okay, it is a flatworm. वहां पे क्या है बेटा? That shows segmentation but not in metameric form. वहां पे complete pattern नहीं है, so that's why that is known as metameric form. Then the notochord. Notochord is taken as the base of classification, whether it is present or whether it is absent. Now, what is notochord? Notochord is a mesodermally derived rod-like structure formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development in some animals. Okay, dorsal means on the back side. Okay, so mesoderm से एक rod like structure back side के ऊपर derive होता है embryonic stage में, that is known as notochord. If the animal is having the notochord in any stage of the life, these are known as chordates. For example, amphibian, reptiles, fishes, birds, mammals. Non-chordates that do not have any notochord in any life stage, that are non-chordates. So we are going to study the various non-chordates, that is Porifera, Echinodermata, Annelids, Arthropoda, etc. So the diagram is shown here, in which a dorsal hollow notochord is shown and a notochord is shown in the diagram. The next one is, that is digestive system. So on the basis of digestive system, we can divide the organism into two different types: the organism with incomplete digestive system, the organism with complete digestive system. So अगर मैं इनकम्प्लीट डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम की बात बोल रही हूँ, मीन्स डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम में सिर्फ एक ओपनिंग है, वो एनस और माउथ दोनों का काम कर रही है. ओके, मीन्स एक्सक्रीशन भी वहीं से हो रहा है और इंजेक्शन भी वहीं से हो रहा है, फूड अंदर भी वहां से ले रहे हैं और वेस्ट मटेरियल भी वहां से निकल रहा है. दैट इज इनकम्प्लीट डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंसिलेंट्रेट एंड प्लेटीहेलमिन्थस. ओके, so complete means the digestive system with two openings, mouth and anus. So Eschyhelminthes to chordates, every group is having complete digestive system. The next one is the circulatory system. Circulatory system is responsible for the transportation of material from one body part to another body parts. So if it is of open type, the blood is pumped out of the heart and the cells and tissues are directly able to be in contact with the blood. Okay, means हार्ट से अगर पंप ब्लड हो रहा है तो वो पूरी बॉडी में ऐसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट है कि कोई भी वेसल्स की, कोई भी कैपिलरीज की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. ओके, closed type where the blood is circulated through a series of vessels. For example, if in us, हमारे पास क्या है, एक कंप्लीट सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है जहां पे हार्ट से ब्लड पंप होके पूरी बॉडी में आर्टरीज और वेन्स के थ्रू मूवमेंट शो करता है. ओके, आर्टरी से जो है ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड बॉडी के अंदर जाए, वेरियस पार्ट्स में पहुंचेगा और वेन्स डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड को कैरी करेंगी हार्ट तक. तो वहां पे क्या है, एक कैनाल सिस्टम प्रेजेंट है जिसके अंदर ब्लड का सर्कुलेशन होता है. सो सच टाइप ऑफ सिस्टम इज नोन एज क्लोज टाइप ऑफ सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. So let's take a look on the classification of animals in various groups. So the first level, as I have told you, cellular level. So in this level, Porifera stands. And when we are going to classify the animal in tissue, organ system level, they are again divided according to the symmetry. One with having radial symmetry, having coelenterate and ctenophora. Whereas in bilateral symmetry, acoelomates, pseudocoelomates and coelomates means on the basis of the coelom, the body cavity. In acoelomates, platyhelminthes are there, pseudocoelomate, eschyhelminthes are there, coelomates, annelids, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordates and chordates. So in this video, what we have studied the general basics of the classification in animal kingdom. Okay, so we will continue with the different characteristics of different groups in our next video.